Morning guys, how's it going? Welcome back and thank you for joining in to one of my videos again today. So today I'm going to install some of these mud flaps on my car. These are Torque Alliance ones, the white ones, obviously because I've got a white card. I think having another colour would look a bit odd, wouldn't you think? I actually bought these after buying originally the Bouge RV ones, which I've actually got here. Yeah, basically these ones... there's nothing wrong with them as far as I can tell, but what it is that obviously I've got a white car and I thought that the black ones just stood out too much and just looked a bit weird because obviously in fact they go round some of the car itself on the side. So I wanted to get some plain, ones that match the body because I thought, yeah, the white ones look, I think they look fantastic on the actual car itself. So yeah, these ones I'm going to be installing today. So these ones I actually bought out my own money, but then decided I didn't want to put them on. So I am going to give these away in a future competition. However, before I install these ones, I'm going to quickly check to see if these ones fit okay. As one of our followers on the Facebook group recently said that he bought the same ones and they don't fit because of the hole. I think it was this hole here. Or it might be a different hole on one of the other ones. It doesn't line up by about 9mm. So yeah, I'm going to quickly check that they do fit. But I believe they do. It from eyeballing them, they do look like they fit fine. So yeah, we're going to give it a go anyway and see what happens. Before I start obviously installing them though, I am going to clean the car because I want to actually put some PPF that I bought around the area because these edges, they're actually, some of them are quite sharp. They're quite hard, and they've got quite a little bit of yeah, you can see there it's quite a sharp. So I'm just basically concerned as I'm driving along there's a bit of movement that's going to start to rub on the paintwork and wreck it. So I want to put some PPF on. I am not a DIY person at all. I just wanted to do this video because I'm sure there's plenty of these sort of videos out there, but I am a noob. I am a simpleton that has no DIY experience. So if I can do this, it means you guys can do this, and that's the point of this video. So just in case anyone was interested and wanted to ask, this is the stuff I'm using to clean my car. It's also Glyn Polar Blast. I don't know if it's a good one. I mean, I have used it, but I've never actually compared it to another brand. So I couldn't say if this was a really good one or a really bad one. It's just snowy foam. It's just washy stuff. So yeah, but that's what I'm using today. One of the great things about owning a Tesla was my car was parked so close to my garage door there that I couldn't actually get round the back to clean this back bit. So having Summon allowed me to push the car forward without having to get in it, which is obviously now soaking wet. And yeah, unfortunately I have sprayed all up my garage though with snow foam. But yeah, at least I can get round the back now and clean the back of it. Okay, so here's something I wanted to point out, and I apologise because it's so ridiculously bright out here at the minute. This is more noticeable on the white cars. But you might, I can't tell if you can actually see this, but there's little black specks you get when after you've been driving the vehicle. You can see them here, and what I've been finding is when you sort of wipe them, they don't want to come off, and then you can feel with your nail like something there, and you can even hear it. And then when you kind of wipe it enough, you end up with sometimes like this, and you think, oh no, it's a paint chip, and that's now rust, but it's not. I mean, I'm using this stuff here. If you give it a real good wipe, it does actually come off. When I had my license plates, the holders removed, there was what looked like a rust spot on the back, and the guy at Halfords was like, oh, you know, you've got rust here, you need to take it back to Tesla. And actually it just wiped right off though with a bit of work. So yeah, don't worry if you see these little black specks. They aren't rust, they aren't chips. Okay, so I thought I'd show you this before I go back outside in the sunshine where it melts your eyes because you can't see anything, it's that bright. And yeah, here's the PPF that I bought off Amazon. I put the link in the description below in case you want some. I'm hoping this is going to be good enough. It's basically a roll, and there's a little squeegee in there, as you can see. Eye-catching packaging there, sporting one of Amanda Holden's legs. And yeah, it's XPEL apparently, get protected. But yeah, it seems to be simple enough to install. Just basically spray on some watery soapwood water solution and sort of a line where you want it to do the squeegee out and then leave to dry. My only concern is that I don't want a square. I kind of want to match it up to this so that basically PPF is not sticking out around the edge of it. So yeah, I might have to do some sort of handiwork there to try and make this work. I don't know, I've got an idea, but we'll have to see if it works. So what my plan is to put this on to the actual car itself, and then using a whiteboard marker draw around it, take it back off, and then I can put the PPF film over where I want it, and then just draw a line on the PPF that matches that blue line, because I've got a whiteboard marker here. I've just tested this does seem to come off, so that's good. And then yeah, once I've drawn that line on the PPF which matches the one underneath, I can then take the PPF off, because obviously I'm not going to stick it on. I'm just going to place it over, and I can then cut the PPF, and yeah, hopefully that will work. Okay, let's have a look. So this will go on here, sort of like that. There is a little clip, don't know if you can see in there, and yeah, that has got a clip around here. So once I force it on, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get it off very easily, to be honest. And then that's a rough indication of where it's going to go. Yeah, a bit of a wobbly line there, but that gives us an idea at least. Okay, so if I put this on here, so I can see the blue line now, I know roughly what I've got to cut out. Now I'm just going to cut this PPF strip where the blue line is, and that also comes off that wonderfully great. Right, do you know what? I'm having second thoughts about this, to be honest, because now it's like, well, how high do I put this? Do I put this up here, or do I put this down here? So I'm having to sort of like put this back on, and then try and like line this up, and then obviously once it starts squirting, I have to move this to squirt on the back of it. It's never going to end up perfect. I mean, is it worth doing then? I mean, this stuff, I assume once you take this off it goes clear, so it shouldn't be too bad, but basically what I don't want is a seam too much showing, because it's going to collect dirt along the edge of it and it's going to look crap in the winter. But because of these ones are so smooth, they're quite smooth, I think, to be honest, it's not going to really damage it over the long term. So I might just screw them on and forget the whole PPF thing. Because yeah, that's yeah, I might just go with that, because it's going to get really complicated otherwise. And then once the PPF's on, I don't want to start cutting it, obviously, because then if I start cutting onto this, I am not a pro installer at all. I am not you know, used to this sort of stuff, so I think that I could end up cutting the paintwork, so I'm just going to not bother. I think I might just install these on as they are. Right, can you see a little popper cap here? This is just inside the wheel archway. There's your wheel. That is what we've got to remove with a screwdriver first of all, so I'm going to try and do this. I know you can't really see very well, and I do apologise because the sun is just so bloody bright today. It's probably the worst day to do it. Yeah, but we'll give it a go anyway. Let's see if you guys can see what I'm doing. But yeah, just going to pop that out with a screwdriver. There is actually a little notch. You probably can't see it on here because of the light, but there is actually a little notch. Hang on, I'm going to take my watch off to get my hand in here. Thankfully I've got skinny arms. There we go. That didn't come out too badly. I don't think I broke it either. I don't think I did anyway. Okay, that's cool. And then the other thing is under here, there's a, here we are, a bolt. And that also needs to come off. Well, hopefully when I pull this out, the whole car doesn't collapse in a heap of junk. There we go. That worked nicely. This bit should just now clip on. There we go. That clips into place. Right, there we go. With a wee bit of force, I managed to get it in with my hand. Just use the palm of my hand to force it in. So now we need to do the bolt in that hole there. I apologise, my DSLR camera is running out of battery. It's flashing, so I'm going to have to finish this on my phone, which is not going to be easy to do, but we'll give it a go. Okay, just take my word. I'm going to bolt this bolt back in here. Okay, so I've put the bolt on now, and I'm pretty happy with that. It feels very firm. It was very easy. As this popper just popped out nice and easy, and a new one went in. I actually changed it for a brand new one. I didn't use the old one because the old one was being difficult. And that is hopefully going to now stop a lot of crap getting kicked up on the back and on the sides of the car, along with those little black specks that I was showing you earlier on. Okay, so this is the Bouge RV one I promised I was going to put on, and have a look. Let's have a look. So there's the hole, and you can see that lines up with that quite nicely, and so does the underside bolt bit there. So I think that's actually going to fit fine. The reason why I don't want to put the the Bouge RV ones on, and that's because you have to get that clip in here to force round. I don't know if you can see it there. That's got to go around the back, and that requires a little bit of force to get it on. And I don't know if I'm going to do this one-handed. I might have to do this two-handed. I'm definitely not putting the Bouge RV ones on, because that popper there took a lot of force to get in. In fact, I couldn't do it with my hands, so I had to use this and sort of wedge up against the tire and then against that bit and push it in, like with that sort of lever mechanism there, and that took a lot of force to get in that one. Okay, so we're now on the front right hand wheel. This one looks to be simpler, as it has just two poppers to take out. There's a hole here which is normal, there's no bolt there or anything, and there's nothing up here as well. So yeah, it's just two poppers that hold it on. Looking at the design here, that hole there is obviously where that hole is going to be, which obviously there's nothing there, and then you've got the clip at the top. So this one should technically be a lot more of a easy install. And I've been kneeling in all this water from where this is the snow foam cannons left behind. It's soaking, so yeah, I'm getting pretty wet down here for you guys. Hope you appreciate this. Okay, so I've just managed to clip that little clip on there around the back of the body frame, and then back here you can see I've put a new popper in ready to go. So let's, oh god, this is going to be ridiculously hard again one-handed, and I'm on like wet gravel as well, so it's not fun. You can see I'm putting a lot of force on it, but I just don't want to go in. Okay, I finally got the back one in, the one at the back here. That is really hard because you just can't get any leverage on it, and my hands are so soft and gentle. They just can't put the pressure on it to get it in. So what I ended up doing was putting the wrench against the tyre and opening it to the point that it forced it in like that, and that works. So that's a good tip there. If you have a wrench, doing that was definitely a two-handed job. I couldn't have done this while holding the camera, but yeah, I did that basically and just opened the wrench to force that in. I used the obviously this side up against the tyre to avoid you know, putting too much pressure on a single point, and that worked all right. That did. So there we have it, guys. I have installed the I'm going to keep messing these two up, the Torque Alliance white body coloured mud flaps on my car now. I'm pretty happy with them. The only concern I do have is the ground clearance behind the front wheel is now only about a fist and a half, so I've got to be careful over going over any bumps or crests, sudden crests, or any, because you can get them in the UK, like those really sort of sharp over the top, you know, mini bridges that usually go over canals and stuff. So I'm gonna have to be careful with that. I mean, if I wreck them, if I clip it, I guess it'll just rip off. Hopefully it won't damage the car in any way, shape or form. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna have to do for now. I'm just gonna have to be careful and mindful of that. But yeah, because they are hard plastic, it's obviously not a soft plastic that's gonna just like flap around. So yeah, I've got to be careful with that. But other than that, I am very happy with the way they look. They're hopefully going to stop a lot of the crap getting kicked up on the back side of the car and along the side of the car. Get rid of those little black things I was showing you during the video. And yeah, overall, I'm very happy with them. So I am going to be doing a giveaway. I've mentioned this a couple of times before in previous videos. I am going to be doing a giveaway on the black Bouge RV mud flaps. I checked them out, as you saw in the video. They do fit fine. So I'm not sure if that other person I spoke to, I won't mention his name, has the holes aligned differently on his car, or whether it's a slightly different model or year. Maybe they've moved them slightly, I don't know, but yeah, they seem to fit fine for me. Anyway, I will be doing a giveaway for them. I'm not going to do it in this video because of the lockdown. At the moment, I've already got one competition winner who's waiting for his prize, and I just can't get it to him because my two closest post offices are closed effectively. So yeah, I'm having to wait until The lockdown's over before I can get down there and post them. So I'm not going to do this competition just yet, but I will be giving those mud flaps away in a future video. I bought them out my own money, so this is not a sponsored giveaway either. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget, there is the Model 3 UK Facebook page. So if you are not already a subscriber to that, go follow it, go like it. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on this video. And if you are looking to buy a new Tesla, please use a referral code. If you don't have one, mine will be in the description below. You guys have been awesome. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye for now.